Is the land under our feet the whole Earth? Not at all. What really occupies most of the Earth is water. Every living creature on the Earth cannot live without water. It is the origin of life and the mother of our survival. The protection of underworld life has become one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. Polanyi et al. 2022 argued that the theme of the underworld life is the most challenging of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Now, let's start with its importance. More than 3 billion people in the world get at least 21% of their protein from underworld organisms every day. The global market value of marine and coastal resources and industries is estimated to reach $3 trillion annually, accounting for about 5% of global GDP. Marine fisheries, directly or indirectly, employ more than 200 million people, which affects economic growth, poverty-free, responsible consumption, and production in the 17 major sustainable development areas. So, protecting the sea is something we need to do urgently. Today, our topic is the threat and challenge of human pressure to underground life. The team's researchers Qi, Zhenfeng, Xun, Halir, and I will analyze main human pressure on marine pollution and the influence of marine pollution to human beings. The third part will discuss curing and the protection of marine life. Finally, we will talk about the challenge of the protecting underwater life for sustainable development. Now, let's invite Qi to introduce her research.
Hello, I'm Wang Qi. Now, let me introduce the marine pollution from human pressures. First, I want to talk about the marine pollution sources. Land source pollution entering the sea through the ocean, river, and other ways. The applications of chemical pesticides to coastal farmland, the disposal of garbage and waste on beach, and the dumping of garbage and waste can pollute the marine environment. In addition, ship pollution due to various reasons, oil or other harmful substances are discharged into the sea by ships on the sea, including oil sewage, domestic sewage, and ship garbage dumped into the sea during the cargo loading and unloading. Third, dumping waste at the sea to reduce the land environment pollutions. In addition, aboarding ships, aircraft, platforms, and other floating tools. Finally, the construction of some coastal projects has changed the natural characteristics of coastal area. So, what is the impact of pollution caused by human pressure on the oceans? This is a terrible answer. This induced a fatal to princess who had worked hard to survive in their safe homeland. So, who caused this? Human beings. Maybe humans can make up for their mistakes, such as a medical check, and improve the natural marine environment by implementing ecological restoration projects and agricultural water demonstrations. In addition, we should strengthen marine prevention and conquers, and strengthen methods to prevent and mitigate coastal-urban pollutions, increasing garbage collections and reduce plastic products, and easable and effective measures to protect the sea. Now, let's Zhang Xun introduce the impact of marine pollution on human beings.
Hello, I'm Xun. Grandian Euro standard explosions to marine contaminants are of much concern to populations that rely on seafood for their livelihood. Now I will use an example to tell you why marine pollution has a great impact on human beings. Here is the Faroe Island, a beautiful and independent island with a pollution of more than 50,000. Their food source is 30% marine fish, and their main way of survival depends on the fish market. But marine pollution causes fish to contain harmful substances. Methmercury and polychlorinated biphenyls, one of the marine pollutants, come from human products. Mothers eat seafood contaminated by them, which harms the infants on their mother's body, thus damaging the infant's brain and making children suffer from autism, hyperactivity disorder, and other diseases. However, for adults, eating of polluted marine organisms can also lead to serious consequences. Methmercury and polychlorinated biphenyls in marine pollution can cause cardiovascular disease in adults. At the same time, the pollutant produced by plastics will harm the fertility of adult men, damage the nervous system, increase the risk of cancer, and even lead to death. Some residents of the Faroe Island now have to give up eating fish, which making the island face eating difficulties. Among them, mercury pollution is their biggest fear. Such an island far away from the north will face marine pollution. It can be imagined that protecting marine life has become a topic that should be concerned by human beings. Speaking of the Faroe Island, we must mention the killing of marine life. Zhang Feng will discuss the killing of marine life with you.
According to Zhang Xun, the Faroe Islands is a representative affected by marine pollution. Why do they kill fish? Humans has a huge market demand for the meat of marine organisms. Eating the meat of marine organisms has become a national tradition in some places, such as the destruction of the ecological chain and the greenhouse effect. The killing of whales and sharks will lead to the loss of natural enemy in middle and low-end organisms in the food chain. Excessive reproduction and the destruction of marine ecology, however, algae or coral that are good at decomposing carbon dioxide are overpredation by comb cells. At the middle end of the biological chain, carbon dioxide cannot be decomposed, and the Earth's temperature rises, leading to the greenhouse effect. However, there are still many challenges facing mankind in protecting the oceans. Wang Qi will continue to outline these challenges for us.
There are many challenges to protect underwater organisms, and including different in national practice or global ocean governments. There are 20 ocean regions globally, and inevitably, there are different in the concepts of different regional governments or regiments and regional clusters. Due to difference in the geographical locations of countries, landlocked, coastal, and land-sea complex countries have different assessments of their own ocean government's needs and different approach to specific issues of global ocean governments. Secondly, emerging global government sectors and hegemonical government sectors have different attitudes towards global government issues, including global ocean governments. Many international multilateral governments mechanisms has yet to include ocean issues amongst their main topics. Of course, there are other challenges, such as the lack of the global ocean governance mechanisms, which are waiting for us to solve.
From now on, stopping the endless destruction of the ocean, reducing the impact and the pressure of human activities on the ocean, and recognizing and maintaining the importance and necessity of the marine ecosystem as a ways of sustainable development. Humanity should understand that we are building a community with a shared future in the oceans, and everyone will be a member of the global ocean governance. More importantly, global citizens should raise awareness, strive to optimize policies so as to truly implement global ocean governance. We are the children of the sea, and it is our unshakable responsibility to protect the mother of the sea.